Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. 180. Wildville. Alert. Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second down now, Law. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Keep playing. Let's get it.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, 18. 57's mine.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The throw right sideline here is complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Murray now on first down. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bucs' 21-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen?
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Check three. Check 24. Check 24.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the team...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. It's hauled in by Hardy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings, so for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Covered a lot of ground there. 81 yards on the punt return, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray now on first down. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Murray now, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Complete. It's Johnson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it. Now,
meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Hey, ball. 57's Mike. All day, baby, all day. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. No problem there on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battles again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Trubisky. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Trubisky. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, 18. Pilot, 64, weak. 4 down. Red, top. 24 is the mic. Rapid.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He finds his target, it's Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Don't be scared of it. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 80's getting the ball here. 80's getting the ball. 24 down.
Trubisky to throw again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On second down, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they'll run it, taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cardinals. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Trubisky to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. On the crossing route, complete. That's Hardy. 23 yards on the play. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Watch the screen.
Murray now to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the 41, Trubisky. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's got Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Trubisky now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 53, Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run on first down. Long. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a third down. Here's Trubisky to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. He'll have a first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Murray now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Murray going to throw. It's hauled in by Hardy. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Now Trubisky on first down. And he fires one incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Again, it's Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. On first down, Trubisky. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Trubisky. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Get ready. Here we go. Here we go. Turn the engine. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
They're going to need some therapy.
They'll run it with Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.